Hey everyone, it's Max. Happy Sunday. We're here to discuss and say farewell, goodbye, and thank you to the great movie ride and the universe of energy. Today is the final day of these two attractions at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot. These rides have actually been around since the park's opening. These are opening day attractions at both parks, and they are leaving. They are leaving today, yeah, they're gone. So, what I thought would be really interesting today is if we just talked a little bit about the history of these rides and what it means for the future. Thanks for joining me in the chat, for those of you that are here. Is the connection okay for you guys? Because for some reason it's telling me that there's a very bad connection. But it seems like you guys are here and commenting, so I don't know. I'm not sure why it's telling me that it's a bad connection. So, let me know how the connection is. And if it's okay, I'll keep going. It's good? Okay. That's really weird that it's telling me that. Okay. We're good. Let's chat. So, what should we start with? Great Movie Ride? Or Universe of Energy? I don't know. So, the Great Movie Ride is, I was actually there for Disney MGM Studios. Crazy. Those of you that are old enough to remember Disney MGM Studios, I certainly remember being there as a kid, and when it was Disney MGM Studios, and I thought the Great Movie Ride was so impressive, you know, because the animatronics on the Great Movie Ride were so revolutionary, actually, for its time. You guys know what I'm talking about. So not only did this ride give you this amazing look at movies throughout movie history, but it also really took the animatronics to the next level. I remember thinking, wow, these are amazing. They're so smooth. Just the way they moved, it felt so. It felt. Oh, I hit the camera. That's good, Max. It felt so. It felt so lifelike. The way that the animatronics moved, and of course, I'm the klutz. I do not move smoothly. Oh gosh, this is the beauty of having live videos. So the Great Movie Ride was really the main ride of Disney MGM Studios when it opened. It was like the centerpiece, you know, Chinese theater and the Great Movie Ride, Disney MGM Studios. And now, you know, of course what this means for the future is, you know, they changed MGM Studios to Disney Hollywood Studios, and it's really not a working studios anymore at all. And so, you know, you wonder what this means for the future. This is definitely the end of an era. It really is the end of an era. There's nothing at Disney's Hollywood Studios that really is studio anymore. So we're talking backlot, the lights, motor action, extreme stunt show, the connection to the movies and the working studio aspect of it is going. So obviously there's a lot coming to Hollywood Studios. Are they still going to call it Hollywood Studios? I don't know. But where the Great Movie Ride was, that is where you're going to get the new Mickey ride, the first Mickey ride ever, which is so incredible. We've never had a Mickey ride, so you're going to get that. That's awesome. And of course, Toy Story Land is going there, and Star Wars lands are going there. So those are movies. But it's not like, it's just gonna be different. It's gonna be really different. We're not having it's just a different era that is being ushered in now, and it's okay, because the times change, and this Hollywood Studios needed a major upgrade. It was struggling. I mean, when I go to Disney World, I would even just skip it. I haven't, because it wasn't, But the Great Movie Ride, for what it was really amazing. I do fear now that, without an attraction like that, it's, people are not going to know their movie history and whatnot, but you know what? There are other outlets, there are other ways to learn it, and just watch them now. It was great. It was so classic, and I really did love it. But you know what? I understand. But it is a sad day. It is a sad day for old movie fans. I really love the classics. Jimmy Stewart is my favorite actor ever. And so losing a ride that celebrates the classic old movies is tough. Especially as an actor. I learned from watching those films as a kid, and I do remember being at MGM on the Great Movie Ride with my family, and it was really magical. So I'll miss it. I definitely will miss it, and I think a lot of you guys out there are gonna miss it too. And I know a lot of people there are riding it today, and that's really awesome. Yeah, 28 years. 28 years it was there. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, huh? It's very sad. It is very sad. And hopefully the new Mickey ride is great. But there will never be rides like this anymore. Because with Great Movie Ride and Ellen's Universe of Energy going, it eliminates the traveling theater car. Gone. Gone. My favorite scene is also the Wizard of Oz scene. Yes, unbelievable. I mean, yeah, unbelievable. The traveling theater car. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the rides. Both of these rides start where you're in a theater, right? And you're in a big, they're like long cars, but you're in a theater, and then that theater parts, and you're moving in this traveling theater. And it's great, but they're gone. They are gone, because also Ellen's Universe of Energy at Epcot also gone today. And I guess the this attraction is it was definitely time. I hadn't been on this ride in a long time, and I actually watched a ride-through of it. I never watch ride-through videos. Well, if I've never been on it. On the ride, I never watch it, but I've been on it, and I watched it, and I was like, man, yeah, this ride is definitely outdated. And what you remember most from this ride, obviously, is the dinosaurs. It's a great ride, and it is a great ride for its time. But we're also talking something that this ride went in there in 1982, and it got updated in 96 with Ellen. So and Bill Nye was in it, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Richards, and it had its moments, but you know what? It was a the dinosaurs were the big thing, and it was a half-hour long ride that you know, it just, I don't know, it didn't cut it for today, for sure. Yes, Alex Trebek with his mustache. There's a lot on that ride. People will watch that 20 years from now and be like, what is this? But again, revolutionary for its time in the 80s, and when they updated it with Ellen, you know, but it was time. I feel less sad about that going than I do about the great movie ride. Stupid Judy. Yes. But it was time. Now that ride, of course, is being replaced with the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which, you know, leads us to the big question that a lot of us have about Epcot is, you know, is this going to be like, what is the vision of Epcot anymore? Is it, I mean, what is it? We don't, you know, it's all changing. It's all changing. All of the IPs that Disney has are going into Epcot, and it I think that at this point you just have to be okay with the fact that Epcot in its original intent and form is not going to be what it is, what it was supposed to be. And Epcot, in its original idea from Walt, it was, you know, going to be a city. And that didn't happen either. So we just have to understand that, you know, things change, and we have a giant building here. What can we put in there that will get people in? And you know, listen, Guardians of the Galaxy ride here at California Adventure is amazing. I don't know what they're gonna do with this new ride, but it makes sense as long as they could keep the theming of it in some way, Epcot. So I don't know exactly how you do that, but I trust the I trust the Imagineers. I trust them. I do indeed. Yeah. What do you guys think? You guys that are here in the chat right now, what do you think? With the direction of Epcot and Hollywood Studios, are you guys okay with IP, intellectual properties going into Epcot and having Epcot be something different than it originally was supposed to be? I think yes. Good comment here. It still keeps science in it somehow. Totally. I think we can do that with a Guardians ride, actually. So that's, you know, it's okay. And I think that with Guardians, there is a way to tie it in Epcot, and I think there are other intellectual properties that Disney has that you can also tie in with Epcot. Yeah, Krista, you're for it too. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, sci-fi part for the front half of Epcot. Yep, totally. Yep. Yeah, Ben, see, you if they could fit it as well as Frozen did in Norway, yes, I totally agree there. Because if you've been to Norway in the World Showcase in Epcot, you can really see how it works. It just works. And I definitely was a Maelstrom fan, and I'm obviously a Frozen fan too. So it was, I was really interested to see how they did it, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. And I see, you know, Michael's saying there that Epcot was supposed to be about learning, and yeah, as long as we could learn still at Epcot, I think we're okay. And I think that, you know, it's all right. And Gracie here said, you know, Walt said that you know, things are going to change. Yeah. Jorge, you're excited about the Ratatouille attraction in Epcot? Totally. I think that, you know, Disney has all of these incredible properties and movies that they've come out with. Why not why not have rides based on these things? as long as it's not too forced and it still fits in the theming, and they've found a way to do it before, and I think they're going to find ways to do it again. Cheers. You know, Epcot's never going to be the experimental prototype community of tomorrow that Walt originally set out for it to be. So I think we're in good hands. I really, really do think that we're in good hands. So, but today, all those people are at the Great Movie Ride and at Universal Energy and saying farewell. It's a sad day for a lot of Disney fans that really did love these rides. And as I said, I'm more sad that Great Movie Ride is going. So, oh, you just rode Great Movie Ride. E-ticket films, nice. That's cool. Glad you got to go on it on its last day. Oh, and you too, Migs, awesome. Wow. Cool. I love that there's people here that actually just rode the Great Movie Ride. That's great. Great. I haven't been on it in a long time. Like, really long. Really long. But I have awesome memories of actually being on it with my parents. So that's really cool. You know, I think that's the thing that you could always take away from rides that are closing. You could think about, you know, good times you had on it, and it makes it really special. Yeah. So I will be sad that it will not be there on my next trip, but you know, I would have gone on it if I knew it was closing, you know, like the last time I went, but it will not be there on my next trip, which will most likely be this fall. So fall is soon. Can you believe it? It's really soon. Oh, I just realized Mickey's like just got his head down back here. It's okay, Mickey. Gracie said, as long as they don't get rid of Muppet Vision. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Someone said, do you think Ellen will make an appearance in the Guardians ride? That would be something if they just, like, stuck Ellen in. Yeah. The word I mentioned was fall, and everyone in the chat now is like, pumpkin spice! You guys are funny. I think I need to do a pumpkin spice part 2 of some sort this year. Maybe this is the year I come up with something new for pumpkin spice season, and another song. But that's for another day. Today is, of course, the day we say farewell to these original rides. Isn't that crazy to say farewell to an original ride of a park? It's pretty wild when you actually think about it. Now, you know, these parks are not as old as, you know, Disneyland and whatnot, but it represents a big milestone in Disney Parks history, and it really my brother's in the chat. Hey, Jack. And it really kind of ushers in this new era, and I think that that's okay. MGM Studios, all of the original rides are gone. So we're going to have it's going to be a brand new park, and I think it's great because I honestly can tell you that my interest in Hollywood Studios was just really waned in the last few years. It just didn't do it for me. And I think that Hollywood Studios is going to get an influx of people once all these new things go in, and these things will be in by 2021, which is Disney World's 50th anniversary, which is going to be like massive. Can you imagine? Because by 2021, you're going to have all of these new things in Disney World, in Epcot, in Hollywood Studios. You know, Star Wars Land will already be in there for 2 years. You know, Magic Kingdom will have this, like, the Tron ride. Will that be there by 2021? Maybe. You know, 2021 is going to be a crazy year at Disney World. I feel like that'll be like how here at Disneyland we had our 60th, where it was just like, you know, insane. That's how it's going to be for the 50th. 50 free admission for everyone on the 50th anniversary day? Oh, yeah, right. If I had my way, yeah, cool. Yeah, right. Like they'd ever have free admission. Whew. There was a time when Disneyland did free admission for on your birthday. I don't know if you remember that. A few years ago, and they were like, "Let's stop doing that." They're like, "We don't need to do this free admission thing anymore. People are gonna come here on their birthday regardless." I've been on my birthday like, what, 3-4 years in a row, so. Oh, man. I like that, Aaron, here, you're sharing the, that's what Walt said about Epcot. Very nice. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh, Gracie, you're going on your 21st birthday? Sweet. Good. 21st birthday, especially at Epcot. Greatest thing ever. I wish I did that on my 21st. That would have been awesome. But I make up for it because I do it like every year now. So yeah. So yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys were here in the live chat to discuss this. It's good to always share our thoughts and stuff on some nostalgia and oh, you guys are funny. Now the chat's coming in. I feel like a lot of this gets out of order. Yeah. But yeah, it's just good to talk about this today and yes, reminisce. That's a wrap, folks, on the Great Movie Ride and the universe of energy. I am like out of energy now because I've been talking for 23 minutes straight. But I'm in favor of it. I love that we have a brother and sister here in the chat. And my brother is also in the chat here. And you guys are talking to each other. This is fantastic. Drink water? All right, I'll drink water. I'll do it. Alex, yes. Imagineering Ninth Commandment. I love it. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, we are almost out of time here. There's a pin event, Ben. I don't even know about some of these things. My water is fancy with electrolytes. No, this is just straight up water, Jack. This is like straight up water. It is. It's really just straight up water. Oh, gosh. I see that Brady had a question there. Do I like Great Movie Ride or Universe of Energy better? And I like Great Movie Ride better. So, yeah. Have you ever thought of writing a guidebook for Disney? Whew. Writing a book, that is tough. But sure. Yeah, my brother is funny. Princess LaFleur there. Yeah. Yeah. My favorite part of the Great Movie Ride was Wizard of Oz. Disney podcast, my brother says. Would you guys be interested if I did a Disney podcast? I really would like to know the answer to that. Would you be interested if I did a Disney podcast. Oh, there's a lot of yeses. There's a yes, heck yes, 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 yes to the podcast. Yes, yes. Sounds like something I'd listen to. Yes, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. We have one no. There's a two no's. All right. I'll think about it. You're just adding more work for me, you know? You're adding so much more work. But I appreciate it. Yes. Am I going to Disneyland soon? I went yesterday. So, I don't know when I'm going next. But soon. Alright. I'm gonna go in 1 to 2 minutes. But I did this last time before I left. I shouted out as many people as I could in the chat right before I left, so I'm going to try to do it again. And we are rolling. There you go. How about that? All right, so we're going to shout it out. Here we go. As I leave, we are going to, I'm going to try to say all your names here. So, Krista, JC, oh my gosh, this is really tough. Jorge, Rodrigo, David, Misty, JC, David, Brady, Vegan Noob, Iron Man, Ian, Aaron, Benjamin, Raquel, Nicole, E-Ticket, Dominique, Jamie, Amy, Char, Jessica, Tiffany, Wild Force, Destiny's Creations, Brady, John, Diego, Riley, Yokari, Gracie, Xylo Nerd, Isabella, Bella, Andrew, Blitz, Funky Monkey, Stephanie, ZV Vlogs. I think I did it all. Thanks to you all for being here. That's a wrap on... Oh, wait, I got one more. Miss Amy, Unsuper Dude, Olivia. Wow, see, look at this. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. That's a wrap on the great movie ride in the universe of energy. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these rides leaving, and thanks for being here in the chat. I will see you soon, guys. Like, subscribe, check out my Patreon page, and have a magical day, everybody. Bye, great movie ride and universe of energy. Bye. Bye to you guys, too. Bye. Thanks for being here.